Alright, everybody. Hello, what's up, what's up? This is Lone Wolfen, and this is People of the Empire. Uh, and here with me is my host Wit-sama.
What's going on, guys?
Anyways, yeah, today we're doing something a bit different. It's gonna take up the most of the podcast, by the way. Well, most, as in might be the entirety of it. It's For today's topic, we're gonna talk about our favorite Pokemon types. I'm I'm doing this mainly because, well, we can talk so much about one subject, and since how the coronavirus is it has been taking a bit taking up most of the news. I just want to make a change of pace for one thing, okay? Anyways, yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Give me a sec. I'll get my iPad ready. Anyways, by the way, this is our favorite one by type. Right, so we're just gonna talk about our favorites, starting with we're doing this alphabetical order. So yeah, start. So we're gonna start out with the bug type, type, and my favorite bug type, however, is Pinsir. Uh, to be honest, it was a toss up between Pinsir and Beedrill, mainly because Beedrill is cool looking, and I actually had one in when I first played Blue, I think, but but I'm picking Pinsir because of one certain move. Guillotine.
Yeah, guillotine. It's cool.
Yeah, it was like because back then, sometimes having like moves like that is pretty awesome. Moves like guillotine, but horn drill and fissure were awesome. They also had I know they added another one hit turn or and kill in the form of sheer cold, but Pinsir is one of those mods I freaking love. It's one of my favorites because it has a good design and it's kind of and even though it has nothing in terms of stats, it's just that one move makes it kind of fun to use. So, what do you think? What's your favorite bug type?
Um, so I think my favorite bug type, it's kind of hard.
Ah,
It's kind of
Christ.
hard to really pick. I have a ton of bugs that I think are pretty cool. I think for this one, if I had to pick, I might just pick one of my favorites growing up. And I would have to say Heracross. I think Heracross is a really cool Pokemon. Bug and fighting, design, um, really powerful Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, he just has all the tools to be cool, a badass, and yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I actually remember an episode of Pokemon in the Johto region where both Heracross and Pinsir were like being rivals and sucking sap out of trees. Do you remember that episode?
I think I remember. That was like a typical thing, right? You just suck tap off the trees instead of fighting.
Yeah, and Ash captured Heracross on that episode.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, and also another thing too with Heracross, gets Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution is pretty cool, and his signature move Mega Horn. Or I don't think any other Pokemon knew Mega Horn. Probably,
Oh,
I'm sure there's a few Pokemon that know Mega Horn now, but like I think at the time when he came out, he was the only one that knew Mega Horn.
yeah,
So
yeah, that's actually a really cool check mark on him.
yeah, it's a cool little move.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is Dark type. To me, I had to go with Houndoom. I don't know why. It's when doing this list of favorite typings, it was hard for me because There's some Pokemon I really don't use, but some of them are actually kind of cool with good stats, good design, good move pool. Houndoom just looks like a cool Pokemon to me. Yeah, it also has, it also has a good Pokemon. It also has one of the most like messed up Pokemon entries, in the form of the fact that its Flames has some sort of uh well I think some sort of bacteria on it or something, and once you're hit by the flames, the burning does not go away. Hmm. And
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal.
yeah, and it's actually one of my favorite designs as well. Like, dude, a hellhound, that is that's actually kind of cool. And also, there's also the Mega Evolution, but yeah. Anyways, what's your favorite Dark type?
My favorite dark type. Um, Another hard one. There's a ton of like cool dark types that they've introduced over the years. Even like a newcomer to the dark, a newcomer to Pokemon from Sword and Shield. I think Grimmsnarl is pretty cool. But if I had to pick one that would be my favorite, again, this is a hard pick. You got a ton of cool Pokemon. If I had to pick one though, it would. Oh, dude, it's so hard. I'm looking at a list of Pokemon right now. I think I'd have to pick Weavile. I think Weavile. I've always liked Sneasel, and the fact that Sneasel gets an evolution in Weavile, uh, just made it ever more, cool in my eye. Um, Dual typing, dark and ice. I think that's pretty cool. And also like as a Pokemon, is another one of those Pokemon that is good, very fast, can be very powerful, a bit fragile, but it's still, you can manage with Weavile. And I think also Weavile, and I'm sure more Pokemon now, but beat up was this sneaker back in Gen 2, and I thought that was one of the other like cool things.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm starting to see here some breakup.
Um, you hear breakup?
In the sound department.
To me? Hello?
Yeah, you're doing fine right now. Though I'm still here, but we can still hear you. Get the gist of what you're saying.
Okay.
All right. And speaking of speed, next up is the Dragon type. This was also a difficult choice, but I had to go with Garchomp. Has one. It has good stats. Its sign is great, and like I said, like I said, it's actually kind of a cool Pokemon to be in my eyes. To be honest, I used them. I only used them a few times, but I still like them. What do you think?
Um, Grump, I think, is an awesome dragon type. One of the most popular Pokemon from that generation, from Gen 4. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know who Garchomp is. Very powerful, physical attacker, great typing. Well, not like great typing, but like it's just cool. Like a ground dragon. We only had Flygon prior to that, so we got another ground dragon that was pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah. In terms of
Dragon types.
my favorite dragon type, that is also very hard. I think dragons are is one of the most popular types, and they have some of the most popular Pokemon. Um, yeah, very like I could probably pick one right now, and I could still even be like unsure about it. Um, if I'm going to pick one, you already picked Garchomp, so I probably won't pick Garchomp, although I think that's a really good pick. I think I'd probably go with Latias. I like Latias because her shiny form is one of my favorite shinies in the game, period. If not my favorite shiny. she becomes white and gold, which I think looks really, really cool. Latias also like a cool legendary Pokemon. Um, very powerful, high, defensive stats. Um, yeah.
Speaking of, oh yeah, speaking of legendaries, on my list, I don't have any legendaries. I don't know. I just like being unique. But you can
Oh,
have,
well, I mean,
but
I could pick a different Pokemon.
no,
Well,
no.
if I had to pick a
You can
legend,
pick you can pick legendaries. I'm just saying that I don't have legendaries.
oh, okay.
Anyways, is that all you gotta say?
Yeah.
Anyways, on to one of my favorites. Up next is electric type, and and I'm pretty sure you know which one's my favorite, but it has more to do with evolution, by the way, and as Electivire.
Oh, Electivire.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna tell the story. You know already know the story, but I'll tell my story. Anyways, when I was a little kid, and I was not too good at poetry. Uh, so like your mom tried to encourage me to write a poem, like say write a poem about a Pokemon, and I just don't want to do poetry at the time. And when I was asked to write a poem about my favorite Pokemon, I just went and said Electabuzz. And ever since then, I've been liking electric Pokemon. And and Electabuzz became like my mascot. And then when I found out about Electivire, I thought I thought it was cool that Electabuzz had its own evolution. I was, however, disappointed by the speed stat Electivire had because the speed stat and other electric types are uh, are what drew me into these kind of that type, but it makes up for it with a good attack stat, which is something I kind of like. And it was a cool design, and it's really awesome. Um, so yeah, Electivire. Now my evolution to my mascot, you know.
Yeah, I dig it.
So what's your favorite electric type?
My favorite electric type. I feel like I say this for every type. Um, Again, you get a bunch of like really good Pokemon. I think Electivire is pretty cool. Um, Rotom is one I like, but I think the one that I had to pick, if I did have to pick, um, I'm trying to refresh my mind, trying to see which one I really like. Uh, hmm, this is tough. Uh, I think of all the Pokemon, I like Ampharos, and the reason why I like Ampharos, one, Gen 2, if it's not already apparent, my favorite generation.
Okay.
Um, Big, beefy, electric type Pokemon that you can grab in Gold, Silver, Crystal. As soon as you got Mareep, you get that Ampharos, you have a very solid member of your squad in there. Um, so I always like I like him just for that.